Welcome back to Janice Converses. Today I will be sharing about my understanding of the third stage of grief, which is called bargaining, or for a better use of another word, negotiating. In psychology, bargaining is used in the Kubler-Ross's model. Bargaining is the back and forth process of negotiation in order to make an agreement between two parties. Bargaining follows the anger stage very naturally. The normal reaction to the helplessness and vulnerability that comes through loss is an attempt to regain control. In the beginning stage, you may even feel you're going a little insane. It's mainly due to your brain, which is trying to make sense of the loss and processing it, understanding it, and coming to grips with it. Guilt is a common emotion of bargaining. The mind tries to explain the things that could have been done differently or better. In the bargaining stage, you may find yourself intensely focused on what you or others could have done differently in order to prevent the loss. You could say, if only we had gotten a second opinion. If only we could have taken her to the hospital sooner. If only Dad had been treated better. What if I had left the house 5 minutes sooner? The accident would never have happened. What if I encouraged him to go to the doctor 6 months earlier? His cancer could have been found sooner and he could have been saved. While it is true we all go through grief in a very unique way, it is recognized by many that these are the stages that most share in the process of handling loss. Remember, these stages are not set in stone. The pain of loss is so great that we look for any source to bargain with and to go to any length possible. And as a Christian, I remember bargaining with God when both my parents had died within 6 days of each other. You see, my parents were retired and living in the Caribbean. I was living in England at this time. I first received a phone call about my dad's death. I was devastated. I then decided I needed to be with my mum, so planned my flight. Unfortunately, my passport had expired, so I had to apply for an emergency one. When this was completed, I then tried to call my mum to give her the details of my flight and to let her know when to expect me. I then found out that she too had died. I was in total shock, as you can imagine. The bargaining stage is characterized by attempting to negotiate with a higher power or someone or something you feel, whether realistically or not, that has some control over the situation. You may make promises to God in return for the painful situation not to occur or for things to go back to how they were before the loss. You may also think about all the things that could have been or how wonderful life would have been if not for this painful loss. Death is so final. There is nothing we can do. We think we can change the outcome, but we know we can't. There's no possibility or hope they will come back. And if no bargaining can be reached, we then move quickly to stage 4, which is depression. If you have found yourself trying to bargain in your process of grief, please take heart. It's a healthy process. I hope my video has provided you with some clarity and understanding in your journey of grief. Join me in my next video as I bring the fourth stage of grief, which is on depression. I appreciate you watching, and I hope your day is blessed. Until next time, take good care of yourself.